Good evening. Can we all take our seats, please? I'd like to welcome you to the Graduate School's 2018 PhD hooding ceremony. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones and electronic devices so that you may enjoy and participate fully as faculty, family, and friends in this special recognition of this year's doctoral candidates' achievement. Faculty members, please slide toward the middle of the rows and leave the seats on the end open so that others who are arriving a little bit late can find a seat quickly. Now, I'm a faculty person. I don't expect you to follow those rules, okay? But I figured I would announce it anyway. Since its establishment in 1926, the Graduate School has trained more than 31,000 students, and this year is awarding 388 PhD degrees. The PhD gift, which you candidates found in your seats, is the university's newest coffee table book, Duke Blue Moments. It is given to each of you as a recognition of your contributions and on achieving this career milestone. Before we begin the hooding, I have the special honor to present the recipient of the Graduate School's Distinguished Alumni Award, which is given annually to a graduate of a Duke PhD program who has distinguished themselves in service to their fields of endeavor, to Duke, and to society in general. The recipient of the 2018 award is Dr. Mimi A.R. Koehl. She received her PhD in 1976 and is currently a professor of integrative biology at the University of California, Berkeley. Dr. Koehl is a pioneer in the field of comparative biomechanics. She uses engineering and physics principles to study the design and movements of organisms. She builds research apparatuses and models of organisms to help her shed light on questions such as how insects evolved wings, how flying frogs glide, how lobsters capture odors from the water, how a feathered dinosaur flew, how microscopic animals swim through turbulent waters, and how mosquitoes take off undeterred after sucking your blood. Her work has received many accolades, including the Presidential Young Investigator Award, a Guggenheim Fellowship, a MacArthur Foundation Fellowship, aka the Genius Grant, both the Borelli and the Muybridge Award for Outstanding Career Accomplishments in Biomechanics, the Rachel Carson Award from the American Geophysical Union, and the John Martin Award for research that created a paradigm shift in aquatic sciences. She has also been elected to the National Academy of Sciences and the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Koehl has achieved such lofty accomplishments despite dyslexia, which she did not even know she had until she was in her 40s. But she sees it as an advantage rather than an obstacle. She has also had to overcome considerable doubts along the way. Doubts from graduate school admissions committees, from her own family, and even from herself. She almost did not even make it into graduate school. As an undergraduate at Gettysburg College in Pennsylvania, she had switched majors from art to biology, and that limited how many science courses she could take. When she applied for graduate school, Duke was the only school that showed an interest, and it put her on the wait list. At the end of that summer, she remembered that she'd not gotten a rejection letter from Duke. So she mustered up the courage to call the DGS in zoology and learned that, in fact, a spot had opened up for her. When she arrived at Duke, Dr. Koehl was struggling with her confidence, in part because of her bad experiences in applying to graduate school, and also because of her own family skepticism about her career choice. To her parents, science was not considered to be girl stuff. So even though her father was a scientist, he and her mother had tried to dissuade her from pursuing a career in science. At Duke, Dr. Koehl found mentors who helped her rebuild her confidence, including Dr. Stephen Vogel and her eventual advisor, Dr. Stephen Wainwright. Through her dissertation work on C. anomines, she became one of the pioneers in doing biomedical experiments out in nature, where the organisms have to function and survive rather than just in the lab. Her dissertation also straddled Dr. Wainwright and Dr. Vogel's respective fields of expertise, building a divide that existed at the time among most biologists who studied how organisms function. In addition, her dissertation inspired her Duke mentors to offer a course on biomechanics that ran for 3 decades and helped shape an emerging field, a field in which she would become a star. It is my honor to present this year's Distinguished Alumni Award to Dr. Mimi A.R. Koehl.
I'm delighted to be here to help celebrate the accomplishments of all you new PhDs. And in the years since I left Duke, I've learned many things that I wish I had known when I was your age. And so I'd like to share 2 of those with you. The first lesson I learned is that a rewarding career is a path, not a ladder. And you probably are saying, well, what's wrong with a career ladder? Isn't that what we've learned to climb? And so I want you to stop and think about it. A ladder leans against a wall, and it has a single predetermined destination at the top. When you start climbing the ladder, how do you even know if it's leaning on the right wall for you? And if you focus on each sequential rung as you climb that ladder, you're meeting other people's expectations about where you should put your feet. And when you finally struggle to the top of the ladder, what do? Is this really where you want to be? So in general, people don't climb ladders for fun. In contrast, a path is something you can enjoy as you go along. Paths wander, they branch, they can even double back on themselves. That's what paths do. And it's the kind of thing also that interesting lives do. On a path, the whole trajectory of the path matters, not just the end point. It's not something you muscle through to get to the top. And paths can lead to discoveries and successes you didn't even envision at the start. Making a misstep on a ladder is dangerous. You can fall off. But making a misstep on a path provides really valuable information that lets you figure out whether you're actually heading in the right direction for you. Perhaps the most important thing for me about a path is it's crossed by the paths of others. Sharing a path with others for a while is a great way to learn things. And it can be a rich and enlightening experience. And in fact, I often find myself saying to colleagues as I bid them farewell at the end of a conference, I hope our paths will cross again soon. In contrast, climbing a ladder can be a very lonely ascent. So please don't get so obsessed with your career that you forget to appreciate sharing your path. And also, don't forget to notice the beauty of the scenery along the way. The second lesson that I would like to share with you is how important it is to do your best. And this is very different from trying to be the best. The better we get at something, the more likely we are to be thrown together with others who are even better at it than we are. And I'm sure you all experienced this. You left college at the top of your class and came to Duke for graduate school and suddenly discovered that everybody around you was the top of their class. So trying to be the best is dangerous because it drives us to compare ourselves with others. And this can lead to envy and it can lead to self-doubt. And both of those really suck. It also leads us to feel that if we don't win, we've failed. Instead, what I want you to do is to think about what really matters is doing your best at something that you personally really care about. That means choosing the right path for you, putting your heart into it, working your buns off, and taking chances. Concentrating on doing your best makes the process more rewarding as you move along your path. And in fact, the process is where we spend most of our lives. So lesson number 2 is doing the best you can about something that you care about. And that's how you're going to make a valuable contribution to the world and how you're going to live a rewarding life. Of course, you'll always have to meet absolute external expectations to be allowed to stay in the system. But remember, you are already really good at that because you're getting a PhD from a premier university today. So these 2 lessons that I've just mentioned may seem too vague and airy-fairy to be useful in any practical way. So I want to end by passing along to you 2 practical techniques that I learned from my mentors at Duke. From my major professor, the wonderful Steve Wainwright, I learned what we used to call the crystal ball technique, and here's how it would go. I'd go to see Steve, and I'd be really excited because I'd figured out how you could measure something. And he'd say, I have a crystal ball, and I look into it, and what you measure is 42 newtons. So what? Who cares? And I'd get really grumpy and say, what a jerk he is, and I'd trudge off and stew about it, and then I'd start thinking. And a couple days later, I'd go back and see Steve, and I said, you know, if I can measure this, then I can do these experiments and those experiments, and that would let me answer this question. And he'd say, I have a crystal ball, and the answer to the question is yes. So what? Who cares? And I'd trudge off again and grumble about what a jerk he was. And I'd think about it some more and go back. And this process would go back and forth until I reached the point that when he said, so what, I could stand up on my own 2 feet and say to him, this is important, and I'm going to tell you why it's important. And so at that point, he'd say, great, go for it. And so what his crystal ball taught me is how to see the big picture. And I still use the crystal ball on myself today. The crystal ball taught me how to see the value of what I wanted to do. For me, what I learned is that I was passionate about trying to find out general principles that will let us understand how particular things in nature work. For you, that value might be feeding the masses, or curing cancer, or saving the environment, or bringing the beauty of poetry to people. The second practical technique I learned at Duke from another mentor, Steve Vogel. And here's a very important aside for you. It's great to have mentors, but have more than one, because not every mentor knows everything. And have mentors through your whole career. So anyway, Wainwright was my big vision mentor, and Vogel was my nuts and bolts how to do things mentor. And he taught me a great technique for deciding which projects to take on. He was quantitative, so he said we should maximize P times V divided by T, where P is the probability that what you're going to undertake will succeed. V is the value if you do succeed, and then you're dividing by T, how long it would take you to do that. So if you just do things that you know will work because you've done them before and they'll probably go pretty fast, then you've got a high P and a low T. But often when you do that, the value is also low. You're doing what we call sideways research that doesn't really lead anywhere new or exciting. On the other side, if you do something novel and really risky, you're dealing with a low P, a low probability of success. Or if you take on a really big project that's going to be a lot of work and take a lot of time, you're dividing by a really big chunk of time. So if you do that, make sure that the value of what you're undertaking is going to be high if you succeed. So you need to fill your path with both approaches. Do safe things and do risky things. So what I would say is use Wainwright's crystal ball to find your own answer to what the V is in your equation. And this can provide the groundwork for decisions that you'll make along your path. Excuse me. Understanding what your value is in Vogel's equation will protect you from pursuing other people's visions of what success is. So I'll stop and say congratulations to all of you earning your PhDs from this wonderful university. Listen to your own gut to understand what drives you as you head out on your path. Find mentors and become mentors all the way along. Enjoy the journey and may you never be bored.
This hooding ceremony recognizes the students who've completed and earned the right to receive the highest scholastic degree that can be bestowed by Duke, but also by any American university, and that is the Doctor of Philosophy. And this hooding ceremony is the first step in the process by which Duke University formally awards degrees to the new Doctors of Philosophy. The second stage tomorrow morning is the official conferring of the degrees by the president of the university at the general commencement exercises, which are being held at Wallace Wade Stadium. Many of you know, or maybe you don't know, that the selectivity rate for our PhD programs is about 13%. And only 3 out of 4 students who begin a PhD program finish. So you should be really proud of yourselves. You have made it through your prelims, through your committees, through your mentors, the dissertation, and you have made it to this point. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't remind you of the support that you've received, that made possible in part by students who've gone before you. Alumni who give generously back to support graduate education at Duke. Now, all of you, or most of you, should have downloaded the app, the mobile app that we had for the hooding ceremony. And while you're standing in line waiting to go up to get your degree, there's a little button that says pay it forward that you might think about making a gift to the graduate school annual fund. All of those funds go to the summer research fellowships that we award, that many of you received, to make it through to help you with your research. So as we start the hooding ceremony, I want to just say to you as you walk out of the doors at Duke is be passionate, be bold, conquer the world, make yourselves proud, and make Duke proud. But what I'd like the graduates to do at this point is to stand up and recognize your parents, your spouses, your family, your friends, everybody who gave you support that got you to this particular point in time. Rise up and say thank you to them. I now ask Associate Dean of the Graduate School and Associate Professor of Cell Biology, John Klingensmith, to perform the presentation of the doctoral hoods.
Thank you. Degree candidates have invited their faculty advisors and mentors to participate in this special ceremony by placing hoods over their heads, signifying the completion of their doctoral work. On pages 8 through 31 of the hooding ceremony program, you will see the name, dissertation title, degree program, and advisor for each of this year's successful PhD candidates. Students, accompanied by their faculty advisors or mentors, will be called to stand and approach the stage by departments. Now would be a good time to start doing that. They will then be individually named as they are hooded. Candidates will be called in the order listed in the department hooding ceremony program beginning on page 4. Yeah. We ask that you be aware that there is a step stool on stage for faculty mentors who wish to add height while performing the hooding. There will also be several photo opportunities during the hooding while shaking hands on stage and exiting the stage down to my right. To receive your PhD degree diploma from Dean Jacqueline Looney and Ms. Helene McAdams, the Graduate School's Coordinator of Student Records. We encourage everyone to stay for the entire program, which is expected to last approximately 2.5 hours, so that we may celebrate together at the very fine reception planned for you following the ceremony. Now I present to you the Duke University Graduate School's 2018 PhD candidates. Department of Pharmacology, Kimberly Julie Kochi. Laurel Aubrey Coons. Nathan James Cox. Jonathan Haldeman. Kathleen Ann Hirschberger. Brandon Lee Logeman. Angelical Solis Martin. Thomas Franklin Pack. Brett Stephen Peterson. Julianne Totsky. Handan Shang. Graduate Program in Religion, Zaid Adami. Jamie Lynette Brummett. Stephanie Gehring. Brennan Lynn Keegan. Art History and Visual Studies, Magdalena Kawoje. Joseph Chandler Williams. Biochemistry, Minjung Choi. Charles Bridwell Cooper. Kan Lee. Edward Aurelio Lilla. Yuchan Xu. Biology, Scott Barish. Eleanor Mary Caves. Koshwan Chen. Yuantong Ding. Colleen Elizabeth Drapek. Patrick Andrew Green. Reagan Ruth Moore. Catherine Therese Picard. Kate Nicole Thomas. Catherine Toll. Ashley Ann Troth. Jianing Yang. Biomedical Engineering, Christina Elizabeth Barrand. Oscar Mihail Carrasco Zevallos. Lisa Danielle Servia. Yufeng Deng. Tanmay Anil Gokhale. Dongwoong Hyun. Andrew Scott LaCroix. Yu Lee. Samantha Lynn Lipman. Kelly Michelle Lugenbuehl. Erica Michelle Moore. John Cooper Moore. Catherine Elaine Rothenberg. Ilya Yevgenyevich Shadrin. Business Administration, Gabriel Alejandro Bonilla Jaime. Colleen Mary Cunningham. Jinzhao Du. William Benedict McCartney. Simone Tang. Scott Gordon Wallace. Cell biology, Jialu Wang. Chemistry, Rachel Al-Sadoun. Samuel Alvarez. Yusong Bai. Matthew Joseph Catenacci. Patrick Franklin Flowers. Xiaopu Jin. Christine Hyunjung Kim. Fang Liu, Raven Liu, Zheng Ma, Don Kellogg Merriman, Tizia Nyasha Stevenson, Robin Wang, Zijin Zhou, Civil and Environmental Engineering, Lauren Michelle Saplicki, Yajuan Duan, Megan Patricia O'Connor, Lauren Kathleen Redfern, Ross Kenneth Taggart, Tiffany Gale Wilson, Computational Biology and Bioinformatics, Kai Fan. Dinesh Manandar. Adegoke Akenyeme Ojewole. Computer Science, Yan Chen. Peter Jerome Gilbert. Jonathan Dragon Joe. Ali Razin. Animesh Srivastava. Cultural Anthropology, Miggy Mackenzie Cramblett. Stephanie Joy Freed. Brian Christopher Smithson. Earth and Ocean Sciences, Candace Liu Henry. Nancy Ellen Lauer. Rebecca Elizabeth Lozon. Fatime Yuselfi Lalimi. Sijia Zhou. Ecology, Joanna Roberta Blaschek. Mark Allen River. Bradley James Tomasek. Economics, Adam Marshall Bergeron. Lindsay Chen. Vasco de Castro Botelho. Paul Joseph Elison. Sarush Ghazi. Margot Luflade. Elisa Maria Maffioli. Jose Alejandro Martinez Carrasco. Catherine Suyan Moon. Su Zhang. Electrical and Computer Engineering, Patrick Tidwell Bowen. Joseph Alexander Camillo. Jordan Kavan Hashemi. Dmitry Kalika. Xiaojun Liu. Jianye Ma. Felicia Ann McGuire. Jun New. Ugana Cornell O'Heary. Laura Maria Pulido Mancera. Wiwi Samsul. Jonathan Boyd Soley. Andrew Jonathan Stevens. Joel Lyle Weinert. English, I. Augustus Durham. Damien Marissa. Matthew Bruce Omelski. Megan Marie O'Neill. Sarah Abigail Seaskin. Environment, Bandar Jubran Al-Khatani. Jessica Elizabeth Brandt. Zachary Breckheisen. Xiaoxing Chui. Ali Daryapur. Jordan Sierra Kozel. Roxandra Popovici. Alexandra Elizabeth Sutton. Lauren Helena Wyatt. Environmental Policy, Anna Marie Birkenbach. Evolutionary Anthropology, Joseph Taliaferro Feldblum. Jackson Ples Spradley. Genetics and Genomics, Larissa Lee Baldridge Barnett. Laura Simone Bisagno. Jonathan David Hibschman. Yi Fong Hum. Annie Lee Zhang. Rose Eileen Keith. Emily Mesnar McLean. Keisha Melody McSweeney. Anthony Ridley Moore. Joanna Lucy Rifkin. Shaolin Zhu. History, Alicia Joy Hines. Anna Johns Ram. Claire Antone Payton. Yuridia Ramirez. Ashley Rose Young. Immunology, Zachary Mark Carrico. Min Nung Huang. Oh, sorry, Immunology, Zachary Mark Carrico. Min Nung Huang. Sumita Roy. St. Deem Wills. Literature, Ray Ann Cho. Rachel Evangeline Greenspan. David Nathan Rambo. John Paul Stadler. Ryan Chuan Vu. Kareem Wissa. Marine Science and Conservation, Leslie Acton. Elizabeth Calderon Clark. Maria de Oca Echarte. Elizabeth Carol Shaver. Mathematics, Yuhao Hu. Lizzie Huang. Ma Luo. Aki Nishimura. Jiang Zhao. Mechanical Engineering and Materials Science, Abdul Rahman Salman Al-Marbadi. Runpong Gu. Guotu Li. Catherine Elizabeth Marisak. An Pham. David Rodalis. Kie Su. Chen Yang. Ying Zhang. Medical Physics, Wendy Beth Harris. Bria Madiwa Moore. Molecular Cancer Biology, Catherine Deland Castle. Melissa Erica Hector Green. Molecular Genetics and Microbiology, Monica Isabel Alvarez. Jeffrey David Bryant. Victoria K. Carpenter. Shannon Kimberly Escher. Amy Youssef Hafez. Sarah Elizabeth Kleinstein. Bridget Chioko Poling. Joseph William Salins. Eric Michael Walton. Music, Samantha Danielle Arton. Scott Franklin Lee. Andrew Cornell Pester. Owen Sidney Richardson. Kirsten Elizabeth Santos Rutschman. Neurobiology, Erica Janet Rodriguez. Maya T. Vu. Jason Wu. Nursing, Joelle Sasha Arscott. Forgive Avorbador. Deanna Ruth Beefus. Ethan Collins Cicero. Gaboni Whitney Gondway. Allison Ann Lewinsky. Tara Kaur Man. Elizabeth Deanne Moore. Uting Song. Hongzhang Xu. Pathology, Xin Yu. Physics, Reginald Alexander Bain. Johnny Huang. Emily Huffman. Zhao Peng. Dong Wang. Yang Zhang. Political Science, Catherine Jean Alexander. Andrew Oyla Ballard. Osla Johnsonar. Victoria Ashton Danukas. Libby Jenke. Alexandra O'Prey. Psychology and Neuroscience, Lindsay Marie Anderson. Nadia Marie Brazier. Dina Gohar. Catherine Elena Abrams McDuffie. Hannah O. Mallory Kate Roman. Public Policy, Puneet Kaur Chahal. Andrew Thomas Heiss. Maria Marta Lorito. Romance Studies, Eliza Bork Dandridge. Stephanie Virginia Reist. Alejandra Uno Rodriguez Fajar. Sociology, Felicia Ann Arriaga. Bryce John Bartlett. Brent Harrison Curdy. Patricia Ann Homan. Jonathan Howard Morgan. Colin William Muller. Carlos Daniel Tavares. Statistical Science, Jonathan Casey Christensen. Joseph David Futoma. Christoph Stefan Hellmeyer. Matthew Chase Johnson. Ksenia Krisyurova. Derek Michael Owens Ose. Willem Vandenboom. Lu Wang. And Ye Wang. In addition to the 251 PhD candidates we just hooded here tonight, another 137 were unable to be with us, many of whom graduated in September or December and have already begun their jobs all over the world. And we would like to take a moment just to recognize them as well, all the folks that put in so much patience and support to help all of these PhD students be able to graduate, including the friends and the families here, the dissertation committees, and the advisors. Thank you very much.
I'd like to also thank you all for joining us this evening. I especially want to thank the staff of the graduate school who have done all this, especially Dean Looney's team in Graduate Student Affairs, and a particular shout out to Senior Program Coordinator Sandra Ponzi, who led the coordination of this event. Now, before we all join the wonderful, and it's a buffet dinner that we have for you tonight, I've got several announcements. Duke University's commencement ceremony will take place rain or shine at Brooks Field at Wallace Wade Stadium. Tomorrow, Sunday, May 13th, gates will open at 7 a.m. All candidates for degrees should be in line no later than 8:15. The procession of candidates will begin at 9, and the ceremony will begin at 9:30. We've arranged this buffet for you, and you can enter into the buffet through the doors in the back or exiting this room and heading down to the doors farther down. Seating is available here in the ceremony space, in the reception area, in the satellite viewing room off the main hallway, on the outdoor plaza, which also has music and desserts, and there's a cash bar provided or sponsored by the Convention Center, which I believe is also outside. Take advantage of using the Duke 2018 ice sculpture in the main hallway for your photos, and when posting to social media, remember to use hashtag DukePhD 2018. One final request, please take your water bottles and other recyclable items with you and discard them in the bins as you exist. Thank you, congratulations again, and enjoy the buffet dinner.